right, so I hope you are understanding all the lessons in previous pages of the chapter, but I'm going to show you in the mid-chapter checkpoint on page 11, I'll show you questions 3 and 7, and then I'll have you do the rest. If there at any point you don't understand something, just rewatch the video or contact me and I can help you. Skip problems if you don't understand it. I don't want it to be frustrating. Alright, so let's do number 3. So we're just going to divide 633 divided by 3 just regularly. Alright, so 3 goes into 6 how many times? We know that 3 times 2 equals 6, so we put the 2 above the 6. 2 times 3 is 6. And now we subtract it. 6 minus 6 is 0. Alright, 3 cannot go into 0, so we're going to bring this 3 down. So now we have 3. How many times does 3 go into 3? We know it goes in 1 time, so we put the 1 above the 3. 1 times 3 is 3. We subtract, we get 0. We again cannot do 3 cannot go into 0, so we bring this last 3 down. So now we have 3. How many times can 3 go into 3? We know it can go in 1 time. 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract it and we get 0. There's no more to bring down, and the remainder would be 0, and the answer is 211. Let's double check this by using multiplication. Alright, why do we double check it with multiplication? Because by using multiplication we can check to see if we did our division correctly. And you guys are good at division, so therefore you can check it by using multiplication. So what we do is we take the answer, 211, we take the smaller number on the outside, we put it right here, and now we multiply. 3 times 1, or 1 times 3 is 3, 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 3 is 6. Does that equal what's under the bracket? Yes, so therefore I did my division correctly, and my multiplication checked it, and it proved that it was correct. Alright, so let's do question 7. Alright, so 7 is 156 divided by 13. Alright, we're going to do this the way that we did it before. The one where you have the 10 times like a certain number and you get all these numbers. Alright, so that's how we're going to do it. That's called the partial quotient. Dividing using partial quotients. Alright, so we're going to do it that way. Alright, so we're going to take the 13 and we're going to multiply it by 10. Alright, so I'm going to have 13 times 10. Remember we have that line. So what's 13 times 10? 130. Alright, now we're going to subtract. But remember we used 110, so I'm going to put a 10 right there. Alright, so that's the number that would go above here. So now we subtract. 6 minus 0 is 6. 5 minus 3 is 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. Alright? 13, how many times can 13 go into 26? We know by using our math that 13 plus 13 is 3 plus 3 is 6. 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 2. Alright? So that would be 13 times 2 equals 26. So we're just going to keep it 2, all right? So 10 plus 2 equals 12. So I'm going to put the 12 right there because we add these up to find out what that total is. You could also, instead of doing, you could also just have like 10 up here. So it would be 10 with a remainder of 26, okay? But you guys know by doing simple math that when you times 26, 13 can go into 26 2 times. I'm going to now multiply this to check it. So I take the 12, take the 13, and I multiply them together. 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times 3 is 3. Bring the 0 for a place value. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. Add them together. 6 plus 0, 3 plus 2 is 5. 1. 156. Does that equal that? Yes. Alright? And if we just kept the 10, we would have 13 times 10, which would be 3 times 0 is 0, 1 times 0 is 0. Bring that place value. 1 times 3 is 3, 1 times 1 is 1. Plus, or, add them up. 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 3 is 3, 1 plus 0 is 1, and then we would have the remainder, plus 26. And it would equal 156. Alright, so there's 3 and 7 of the checkpoint. So how about you work on these 2 pages, do as much as you can, and then I will continue doing lesson 2.5 for you.